Hey everybody, welcome to Your Beautiful Table, a YouTube channel all about helping you make your tables beautiful. And today we're going to talk about Diptyque's Fig Tree or Figuier candle, so stay tuned. Thanks everybody for coming on back. If you're new to the channel, Your Beautiful Table is a website and a YouTube channel all about helping you make your tables beautiful. We talk about home fragrance, we talk about flowers, we talk about tabletop decor, linens, glassware, china, silverware, those kinds of things. So if you're interested in that kind of content, consider subscribing. We'd love to have you join us. Stay tuned to the end of the video where you can learn how you can be entered in to win free candle stuff. So hang on to the very end. Those of you who are old friends, welcome back. You know I have been MIA or missing in action for a while, and I'll share with you why. So earlier in March, I left my job. So I joined a new firm last June, I believe, and I was living in Charlotte, North Carolina at the time, and joined a new firm. New job was really great. And then my family relocated to Greensboro, North Carolina, and that's where I'm coming to you from today. So we relocated to Greensboro, and the commute was like an hour and a half. It's 90 miles. It was just really tough, and so I had been looking for a new job. So I got a new job, and I left my old firm, my new old firm, earlier in March, and then I started a new job. And of course, it's, you know, starting a new job is crazy, you know, in normal circumstances, but I work in human resources, and of course with the coronavirus or COVID-19, it's been nuts. And so new job, COVID-19, and just life being crazy, it's kept me from bringing you all candles, but I have been burning candles. It's been one of the things that has kept me sane and relaxed during this time. So I hope that this video finds you safe and healthy and reasonably sane, considering all of the social distancing and quarantining and self-isolation that we've been going to. So hopefully this is an effort for us to connect and that life goes on. So I might hopefully be back into doing regular videos from here on out. So several months ago, I bought myself a present, and it was a 3-pack of candles from Diptyque. And so this 3-pack came in this really chic box. It only has this one small embossed Diptyque label there. Otherwise, it's completely white. And then you open the box, and inside it was tuberose, cypress, and figuier. And I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I didn't study French, but I did look it up on the internet before I started the video. And these were, they're all 70 grams or 2.4 ounces. And I believe it was around $100. So I think these sell for like $36 a piece, these small candles. But together in this pack, I believe it was around $100. There's another one of some of the best sellers that you can get on the Diptyque website that's around $108. So it's somewhere in that $100 range. And I think this was Valentine's money that my mom gave, her Christmas money. I can't remember, that I used to buy this Diptyque set. It's really cool, and I'm actually burning the cypress candle here in the background. Maybe you'll be able to see it, but the box is really cool. You use this small satin ribbon to pull out the candle box, and then, so I took the cypress one out, and here we'll take the figuier or fig tree candle out too. And the box has the Diptyque brand. Figuier is their, they do this interesting type font face with the sort of cartouche here, the label, and just mix it up. It's sort of a Diptyque brand image. Some directions in, it says fig tree on the side, and it's got a variety of different languages. Just really a nice chic box. Warnings on the bottom. And then you open the box, and inside it just has a little corrugated cardboard to help keep it safe. And then the votive just fits right down, so you can see how it fits in there. Let's look at the glass votive. So again, it echoes, it has that label or cartouche, Figuier there in the middle, and then it talks about the Diptyque location in France. And you'll be able to see it's just a clear glass votive, a single wick down in there, and you can see, we'll talk about candle performance in just a minute, but it burned all the way down. It's got a little bit thicker base. It's almost like a little shot glass. So this is perfect for a bathroom or a powder room or any small space. You can tuck it in on a table really easily and add a little pop of freshness on a mantle, end table, those kinds of things. So you just want to be sure not to, put it near anything that will catch on fire. Like you don't want to rest it underneath the overhang of a lampshade, for example. So just be cautious of where you place this, of course. So these offer about 30 hours of burn time, which is perfect for testing. So it's about $1 an hour. When you think about it, it costs about $36 and you get maybe 30 hours of burn time. So the cost to burn is about $1 an hour, but it is a really lovely luxury fragrance. So let's talk about the fragrance blend and then we'll go into the candle performance. So I made notes. So this one, Figuier or Fig Tree, would be great for summertime. It is a woody, sweet, almost like a spicy smell. And it has this natural sort of, I want to say a natural woodiness without getting into like cedar or pine. And so when I think about figs, I think about they're sweet and they're fresh and a little bit green, but they're not like overly sweet. And so that's what's coming through on this. So I looked up some of the notes and they describe it as the warmth of the bark. You definitely have that coming through. Fresh leaves. So those of you who are old friends know that I love the green, fresh leaf kind of scent, all those gardening and greenhouse fragrances and milky sap of the fig fruit. So it is not a bright like strawberry or crisp apple. It's sweet. This is almost like summer evenings to me. So if you like a sultry kind of romantic summer evening fragrance, this is it. It probably could take you also into winter and fall. This could, be, a fragrance you could use year round, except for like holiday time if you want to do something more like Christmassy. But overall, a fantastic fragrance. I did notice, now moving into the candle performance, the fragrance intensity and throw on this is relatively light for the Diptyque brand. So in a small powder room, it did great. In a small area, you can smell the fragrance bubble in a small area, but the fragrance is so sweet and nuanced, it loses its punch as it diffuses into a larger space. So of course, a larger candle, if you get the classic candle or even a 3-wick candle of this size, would definitely add more punch. You can also get more than one of these votive candles and place them throughout your home. That's another way to help really refine and control the fragrance. Or you could just enjoy this in a small space. It's such a refreshing and fun little added, just like a thoughtful addition when you're burning this in your powder room, especially for, when friends or family are over again. But, now you can burn it just for yourself. This did last 30 hours. I noticed that, that's about the candle burn time. You'll see that the wick there burned all the way down, but I burned this candle in our foyer and there's a little bit of a breeze in there. And so you'll notice that it did soot on there, but, the flame is pretty close to this votive, and so on a larger vessel, the wick has to be pretty much the same size as it would be on a larger vessel, but on a larger vessel I think it would give more space. So I didn't notice this candle smoking at all when it was burning, and I think it just got a little bit offset, and I'm not sure if the wick clip there at the bottom sort of moved around, but it wasn't disappointing to me. In that this is so small, it's like 1.5 inches across, and that it's so small, I'm not surprised that it got a little bit of smoke on the sides of the vessel. So not disappointing. One of the things I wanted to add about that is that these candles, generally you can let a candle burn for a couple of hours before extinguishing and trimming the wick and then reigniting the flame. On these, what I noticed is that the flame tends to get pretty high pretty fast, and so you want to keep a close eye on these. And on the candles where I I burned tuberose was the other one that I burned, and I'll bring that review to you soon. Tuberose was really great, but I managed it a lot closer, and it didn't get as much soot or smoke on the side as the fig tree candle. So, you know, even though you typically can let it burn for 2 hours before coming back to it, I noticed that the flames got a little bit too high, and that's also what caused this. So the fragrance blend, classic Diptyque, really great, nuanced, luxury fragrance. The fragrance intensity and throw a little bit on the medium side. Part of it is the nuance of the fragrance. It doesn't knock you out and sort of diffuses out into the room, creates an elegant experience, but doesn't like pack a punch or a wallop. And then, of course, the wax performed well, a little bit of soot or smoke, and I think it's just from the size of the candle. So overall, a really great experience with this Diptyque fig tree candle. I wanted to share a couple of things with you all, so I'll put these into the video, I'll talk over them. But earlier in March, before all the travel restrictions, I was able to go to New York, and our hotel was very close to the Diptyque boutique on Madison Avenue, which was just a treat. And we were able to stop in, and I'll put in some pictures here where you can see all the selections. It was a very small boutique, and we were able to enjoy some of the fragrances there. It's always lovely to see all of the things that Diptyque offers in one space. I have been shopping at Nordstrom and Neiman Marcus for Diptyque candles, which is also a really great place to find them once those retailers reopen. But know that if you're looking for a sweet, sultry summer fragrance and moving away from jasmine and floral, the fig tree or Figuier candle from Diptyque is a great one. So friends, you made it to the end of the video. I'm really glad you hung in there for us. We have a newsletter, and I'll put a link in the description below. Click and follow us and subscribe to the newsletter. That's the way I use the newsletter as our mailing list. I send newsletters from time to time, but I also use it as a way to draw names for our drawings when we reach different milestones for the website and the blog. So check us out at yourbeautifultable.com. Subscribe to the newsletter. I promise not to spam you. Thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time.